small gestures, big love. Discover the power of pebbling. In a world of grand displays, sometimes the small acts can mean the most. That's pebbling. Pebbling refers to showing affection through simple, thoughtful gestures. This cute term comes from the behavior of certain penguins. They often give pebbles to their future partners as a sign of affection. Pebbling isn't just for romantic relationships, though. It is viewed as a way to show love to anyone you care about. It can be done by leaving a sweet note or giving a small gift. These little pebbles show others you're thinking of them. However, pebbling doesn't have to be about offering physical objects. It can also be done by sharing thoughts or experiences. For example, sending funny posts or videos can also be a way of pebbling. Just be careful. Too much pebbling can stop being fun and push people away. Try to find a good balance. Remember that pebbling is purely about giving, so focus on the other person's joy rather than expecting something in return. Pebbling can play a meaningful role in maintaining relationships. Don't hesitate to start pebbling now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to English for You. I'm Mike.
I'm Jiggly.
And today we're talking about being nice.
Oh, be nice. Do you think I'm nice to you?
I think you're quite nice.
Aw,
I mean,
okay.
you know, we're work buddies, I could say, but I guess it's a little bit different when you live with someone, when you're in a relationship or in a family or something like that. So we're talking about small gestures and big love, discovering the power of pebbling. Now, this is a term that I had never heard before. Pebbles are like little stones, basically.
Right.
If you go to the beach and there's not sand, there might be slightly bigger things that kind of hurt your feet when you walk on them. Those are pebbles. On the bottom of a river, you might find nice round little pebbles. And so when I think of pebbling, I think of making a road out of little stones. But apparently, it's also a term about being very nice. So when we say a small gesture and big love, well, a gesture is basically a little thing that you do for a person, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes when we say gesture, it could be like signaling with your hand. If you wave at someone or if you give them a thumbs up to say you're okay, that's a gesture, but it can also be an action. What kind of little gestures do you feel are nice in a relationship?
Oh, it has to be a relationship?
It doesn't have to be in a relationship,
could
but,
be
you know.
Your friends.
Yeah, well, that's a relationship,
just
too.
Like maybe being considerate.
Being considerate, yeah, being nice to someone. Maybe, you know, seeing when they're tired or, you know, a little bit stressed out and doing something to make their life easier. You know, like for me, if I know that my wife is really busy during the week, I'll try to make dinner a little bit more often or pick up, you know, some of the chores, do the laundry so that she doesn't have to worry about having clean clothes. And, you know, when I'm busy, she might do the same thing. So those small or little gestures can sometimes show big love. And that's what we're going to talk about in our article. So let's get to it. The article begins, in a world of grand displays, sometimes the small acts can mean the most. That's pebbling. All right, so a grand display, well, that would be sort of like standing under your lover's window with flowers and a guitar, singing romantic songs to say, I love you. You know, that kind of grand display, organizing a big surprise party or something with fireworks to celebrate your friend's birthday. That's nice, right? But sometimes, as it says, the small acts can mean the most. I kind of think of this when I think of Valentine's Day. You know, a lot of guys and girls, too, will do a big thing, you know, buy flowers and get the nice restaurant or buy tickets to the theater on Valentine's Day. But I sometimes think that if you make your own little special Valentine's Day in, I don't know, October or any other time of the year, not February 14th, that can mean more, right? Because you're not doing it because you feel you have to. You're doing it because you just want to. And apparently that's pebbling.
所以在这个充满豪华展示的世界中，有时候其实小小的举动，其实意义就很深刻，反而比较深刻哦。这个就是所谓今天要探讨的 pebbling。
All right, so the article says, pebbling refers to showing affection through simple, thoughtful gestures. There you go. So you're showing affection. You're showing love and kindness and the fact that you like someone through simple, thoughtful gestures, just little things that you do, little gestures, little acts of kindness, in other words. And that is exactly what a gesture could be in this sense. As I've said earlier, a gesture could also be, communicating with your hands or with your body. But here we're talking more about an action that you might do, something kind that you might do, something that you might say as well. For example, we could say Jen sent her friend Elaine some flowers as a kind gesture after Elaine's dog died. So Jen wasn't waving to her friend or anything like that. She wasn't actually even there. It was just this action that she did, this decision that she made, calling the flower shop, getting the flowers delivered, just going to the trouble of doing something just to make someone feel happy or nice or better.
所以gesture 就是有姿态举止的意思，通常指的会是比较偏善意的。比如说 he made a kind gesture by opening the door for her. 那么 refer to 我们刚刚有说 refer 这个就是意指的意思 and affection 就是你的喜爱爱慕，所以 Pebbling 呢指的就是透过简单以及贴心的举动来表达对一个人的爱意。
Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I think when I read pebbles, I think of little stones. Apparently, this idea of pebbling, these kind gestures, it is actually related to little stones in a very strange way. It says this cute term, pebbling, comes from the behavior of certain penguins. That's right. We're learning about pebbling from penguins. They often give pebbles to their future partners as a sign of affection. I like the fact that pebbles show partners' affection by penguins, show partners' affection by pebbling penguins with their partners. I just think the P's are very nice there. So apparently these penguins, because they can't get to a flower shop, they give pebbles as gifts instead of flowers or chocolate or something like that. Because they want to show their future partners, the ones they want to, make penguin babies with, they give them these little pebbles, these little stones, as a sign of affection. That's a very interesting behavior.
所以 behavior 就是行为哦，那么 pebble 就是小原石，或老师刚刚一直有提到，就很像是海滩上面的那种小卵石。所以这个可爱的说法其实是源自于某些企鹅的行为，因为呢，企鹅常常把小小的石头作为爱的象征送给他们未来的伴侣。
And what are penguins? Do I really need to explain penguins? They're little seabirds. They're black and white. Some of them are very small. Some of them are a little bit taller. And they live in the southern hemisphere. That's in the southern part of the world. Most of them will live in Antarctica or around the South Pole, although some of them also live in southern South America, down at the tip of Chile and Argentina. And there are actually, I think, a few in South Africa as well. But penguins, we think of them as swimming birds, swimming seabirds. For example, both male and female penguins share the job of raising their young. Yeah, I think penguin dads are famous for sitting on the eggs of their babies, just like the penguin moms do.
So penguin 就是企鹅，那我们可以说他们走路很可爱。Penguins are famous for their waddling walk.
They are, and they're
好可爱。
famous for being cute. Exactly. Pebbling, it says, isn't just for romantic relationships, though. That's right. You can be kind to other people, not just your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, lover. You can pebble with friends and coworkers, colleagues, just people you have relationships with who you want to be kind to. When we talk about a romantic relationship, well, romantic is usually about love, about hugging and kissing and falling in love and getting married and all that kind of stuff. But romantic is just anything that gives this idea of romance. Flowers, hearts, Valentine's Day, weddings, wedding rings, all that kind of stuff. Going on dates with people because you really like them, all of that kind of thing. So you can have other relationships, right? A relationship with your friends, your brothers, your sisters is not a romantic relationship. This would be with the person you want to, marry or whatever, make a family with. For example, some romantic music played quietly during the wedding ceremony, music that makes people feel romantic and feel a feeling of love in the air.
所以 romantic 就是浪漫或跟爱情有关，不过 pebbling 就不仅限于恋爱关系啊。我们刚刚老师就提到很多，你跟你爸爸妈妈、跟你朋友、一般的其他人都是 OK 的。
All right, so as you probably understand, the article says it is viewed, pebbling, or these kind gestures, it is viewed as a way to show love to anyone you care about, including family members, good friends, and of course, romantic partners as well.
所以呢 it is viewed as 这边是今天的 language and focus. Let's take a look. 所以我们要来讲一下 view, see, regard, think of, look on and look upon 加上谁 as something. 这个句型呢以受词补语的 be 这个东西来说明受词 A, 所以用来表示认为 A 是 B 或者是把 A 视成 B. 其中呢受词补语呢可以是名词或者是形容词，比如说 People usually see drivers who cut in line at traffic lights as inconsiderate. 所以他们觉得他们怎么样 see something, see someone doing something as something. 那么除了主动语态以外，句型呢也可以改成被动，比如说 Pebbling is viewed as a way to show love to anyone you care about. 这是我们的课文嘛，所以 Pebbling 就是被视为对任何关心你的人表达爱的一种方式。那么照另外一个句子很像， The proposal is looked on or looked upon as a key solution to the city's traffic problem. 那么同样表达呢是什么为什么的句型，还有 consider something to be 后面可以加上名词或者是形容词。比如说 Samantha considers wildlife photography to be fascinating. 这个 to be 可以省略哦。And she spends hours learning about it. 或者是 The museum is considered to be 可以省略 one of the top attractions in the city.
All right, back to our article. Some of the ideas that you might have for pebbling, it says it can be done by leaving a sweet note or giving a small gift. Yeah, exactly right. Of course, you would want to do this sweet note or small gift giving not around Valentine's Day or birthdays or, holidays where you normally give gifts. It's not called pebbling if you buy someone a Christmas present or a birthday present. That's just being polite. But if you do it at any other time of the year, especially when the person kind of needs a little lift, a little hug, or a little show of love, it says these little pebbles or these little actions or gestures show others you're thinking of them. That's right. They are in your mind, especially when they are not having a great day or something.
所以 think of someone or think of something 就是想到什么，所以你可以透过呢留下贴心的字条啦，或送上小礼物来做到 pebbling 这件事情。所以这些小小的卵石呢，表示你想起了对方了。
All right, but it's not only just about writing romantic notes or buying little gifts. It says, however, pebbling doesn't have to be about offering physical objects. In other words, it's not just about giving people stuff. It can also be done by sharing thoughts or experiences. Oh, that's an interesting way of doing it.
所以 physical 是什么意思呢？ Physical object 这边指的是物质实体的东西。所以其实 pebbling 不一定是物质上的事物哦，你也可以透过分享你的想法啦，或者是经验来表达你对对方的关心。
For example, sending funny posts or videos can also be a way of pebbling. If you see something funny on the internet and you know your friend well enough to know that, oh, they would really like this, and then you take the time to, save it and post it or send it over to their email or whatever, then they know that you're thinking of them and they share that joke with you. And it's just, it's just a little kind thing that you can do to reinforce your connection and your relationship, even when you don't have to. I think it's the fact that you don't have to do this type of thing that makes it that much more special.
所以像传有趣的贴文啊，或影片啊，什么一些 meme 给对方看，也可以是 pebbling 的一种。
But there is a bit of a warning here. It says, just be careful. Too much pebbling can stop being fun and push people away. Yeah, you don't want to be sending people funny posts or videos, 8 times a day or something like that. If you're buying someone nice gifts every single day, it might be a little bit too much, right? In the same way that if you're always like, I love you, and I love you, and I love you, you keep saying, it's like, okay, I know, you love me, that's enough, let's go back to normal. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day every day.
对，所以有时候你做太多，就一定会逼走别人 push someone away， 就是疏远，别人想要疏远你了。所以要小心哦，过度的 pebbling 也可能会失去乐趣，甚至把人家推走了 too much.
Exactly. Try to find a good balance. Remember that pebbling is purely about giving, So focus on the other person's joy rather than expecting something in return. Yeah, sometimes one person in the relationship is kind of more romantic or more thoughtful. So don't, have it sort of, well, I sent you something yesterday, so you have to send me something today. It's purely about giving. And when we say purely, we mean only or in a pure way, in a very simple, basic, plain kind of but honest sort of way. For example, most horror movies aren't made to be artistic. They're purely about thrills, chills, and fun.
Purely 就是纯粹的、完全的意思。比如说 The decision was purely based on financial reasons. 那它是来自于它的形容词 pure 这个字，就纯洁的意思。比如说天山上的空气很新鲜、很干净。The mountain air was wonderfully pure. Rather than 就是而不是的意思。In return 就是作为回报、作为交换的意思。所以当然要试着找到一个适当的平衡，并且记得 Pebbling 的根本是在于付出哦，是专注于在对方的快乐，而不是期待对方要回报你什么。
All right, as we reach the end of the article, it says Pebbling can play a meaningful role in maintaining relationships. Yeah, it can just be a good, healthy way to keep your relationship on a good level, on a happy level. It plays a meaningful role in keeping your relationships good and positive. Don't hesitate to start pebbling now. Absolutely. It's a simple thing you can do. It's kind of like just a good, healthy habit, sort of like, brushing your teeth well or going to the gym a few times a week. And it can play a meaningful role in the same way that keeping your teeth clean or keeping your body in shape can play a meaningful role in having good health. This can have a meaningful role in having a healthy relationship. If something is meaningful, it means a lot, it's heartfelt, and it's important. It has a lot of value in it. Even if it seems small and simple and not too complicated, it definitely has some good, healthy benefits to it. All right? For example, we could say Rachel didn't think that a new pair of socks was a really meaningful gift to get from her husband on her birthday. It didn't have a lot of meaning. It wasn't very heartfelt. It wasn't very helpful to make her feel special on her special day.
So meaningful 就是很有意义，但它是来自于名词 meaning 这个字哈，意思的意思。比如说 his novels often have a hidden meaning，它是来自于他哦。所以这边文章中出现的 play a role 就是在某件事情扮演什么角色。We also saw the word hesitate in the sentence,
That's right. Don't hesitate to start pebbling like a penguin. To hesitate is basically to wait, to pause before doing something. Don't stop before doing something. We're saying do it right away. If you hesitate, you're kind of maybe unsure, you're not confident enough, you're being very careful and cautious, but sometimes it's best to just jump right in and give it a shot, try it out. Don't wait, don't be unconfident, don't delay, do it right away. Here's William. Well, William hesitated before jumping into the cold mountain lake. That might be a good time to hesitate. You might want to dip your toe into the lake before you jump right in.
So hesitate 就是犹豫的意思。我们常常说 hesitate to do something 代表犹豫去做什么。那没有犹豫就是变否定嘛。She didn't hesitate to offer help when she saw the situation. 对，还没有犹豫就试着想要帮忙哦。所以如果今天的主题让你觉得意犹未尽，你还可以加入我们空中家教，跟老师同学一起讨论哦。And we also have another chat question, which is...
Yeah, we have a quick chat question. Can you, Chiglin, think of some other ways of pebbling?
I think just like you said, just doing some small gestures, maybe doing the chores when your other half is busy, or just maybe run the dishwasher, do the laundry, something like that.
Give them a back rub when they get home from a long day.
So cute.
Simple things like that. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Gesture. Sorry, we can't go to your place for dinner tonight. But thanks for offering. It was a nice gesture. Penguin. Penguins depend on sea ice for a place to rest while they're hunting for fish. Romantic. Jack prepared a romantic dinner and lit candles. His girlfriend thought it was very sweet. Purely. These shoes were made purely by hand, no machines were used. Meaningful. The movie provided a meaningful message about the importance of keeping an open mind. Hesitate. Jenny hesitated before she got on the bus because she wasn't sure if it was the right one.
智慧小补帖
Refer to something. Affection. Behavior. Pebble. Physical.